I think it was very helpful because we have different um, type of schools, and from kindergarten to higher education, learning at the school level, or the kindergarten level, learning at the last school level, that is where is up to say 12th standard, and then also higher education on one side. And this also second point was for me interesting that different way of learning. Ashram school, one thing, what we are doing is something very different. And so this different way of learning, different approach is, I think, was very helpful in our discussion today.
So your experience has been mostly in the ashram school or elsewhere?
You see, I have never been in ashram school. I have never seen it. And so that's why for me it is important, was also interesting to see, okay, what's going on. And I met personally Tara Didi around about 10 years back. And I have seen how open she was. And here I personally believe that we should have an open system. No ideology. Education should not be based on ideology. Whether it is ideology, no certificate, or ideology of informal, formal, but it should be an open. It should be open totally. That is for me education the right way. And second thing is also very clear that we are learning from each other. Lifelong learning is, that's why it's also important to see that we are learning from each other, and not only from books or in the school from teachers. That we are learning also in the society. That means from other students, and we are learning them. So these are the different aspects, and certainly at different stages. When you are in the school, kindergarten, you are learning from kindergarten level. You are learning when you are in the secondary school, you are learning from others. And then we are at the college level, we are learning from different levels. And the same thing is also lifelong learning is going on when you are in the working somewhere, workplace and industry. Because you are learning there something very different. You are learning from life. School, I said, okay, you need a space which is where your space is not a space of parents. It is not space with the other students. You see, you cannot mix, for example, a student from third level with the 12th level. So you need a space for each one where you can grow and develop. And that's why it is important to have school. But important is also for me that school should not only teach the people, the teacher should live what he's teaching, should be a role model. And that is where the students can learn. Because today parents don't have time, they are not, in that sense, they are role model for their children. But we are, the time is changing, and mostly the parents are in what they are doing today, or what they have done in the past. So they are very much in the past. And the future generation, they don't have that much, I would say, maybe not knowledge what's going on, or may not be what is required. So it's a young person, they have to come out of the space from parents and come in the different space where they can learn something for the future, for their life. So that's why it is important to have schools, colleges, where I would say like-minded people are there, where you can have exchange, where you can discuss on your topic. You cannot discuss, for example, mathematics. When you are learning interest in mathematics, you cannot discuss mathematics with a person who is literature. He will not understand you. So it is important, that's why, to have colleges where specialization is there. You are with a specialist in that area. When I am a specialist, for example, in mechanical, I cannot discuss with the electrical part. So that's why it is necessary to have colleges. But colleges should be more, not so many oriented. Today in India, colleges are more certificate oriented, pass the examination, achieving that much. But they are not, I would say, teaching them to practice, to learn, to get skill.
But how is it possible with such huge classrooms these days? And, there are
Yeah, you see, first thing is the classroom should not be 70 because there is a big business mind. So the classroom should be smaller, or if they are large school, you see, in Germany when I studied there, we have in lecture halls hundreds of students. But afterwards, because the main thing where you are learning practical part was smaller one. So that shows that you are learning theoretical part, you can have a big one that you can do also online. But when you are implementing, when you are doing research work, then you are practicing, then you need a smaller group. And that can be two different types of way of working, that you have to say, okay, I have a theoretical class, I can do it online, I can have a larger lecture hall, and then I have a practical part where smaller groups are there, where the teachers is practicing with them, and they are different parts. So this should be like that.